DDG goes off on his former cameraman for quitting because they felt like they weren't getting paid enough. A cameraman will never make as much as the person they're filming. No McDonald's employee thinks it's not fair the person who owns this is making more money than me. Y'all cameraman live a beautiful life, traveling the world, putting y'all in nice B&Bs. I mean, I don't necessarily think that's true though. People in McDonald's definitely be like, fuck, I should get paid more. It's just that they can't do anything about it. But let's see what DDG got to say, chat.
Niggas will indirectly try to diss working for me. But niggas was so excited. Like, that shit be blowing me, bro. Like, you don't know how much cameraman's paid. Dubba, dubba. Tell him how much you was paid at this point, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, no, let me put this in y'all brain. No cameraman will ever make as much money as the nigga they're filming. When a McDonald's nigga, a nigga that's working at...
I mean, I agree with that, right? Because at the end of the day, the product is DDG or said influencer that is being filmed. So he's got a point on that, right? Like, if you're a cameraman, you can't expect that, right? But there's also a flip side to it as well, where you can grow with your cameraman if he provides enough value where you guys just make a great team. And what I mean by that is, yeah, he may not make as much as you, but you could definitely cut a percentage and incentivize him to want to stay and work with you, right? But if not, you can't be mad about them wanting to leave, which I'm pretty sure DDG is not, right? He's always kind of preached, hey, you know, like, you should always kind of level up, do your own thing, blah, blah.
McDonald's, Checkers, In-N-Out, when they making them burgers, you think they think in their head, damn, bro, I don't want to make these burgers no more because the nigga that owned In-N-Out, the nigga that worked hard as fuck to get to this point in his life to make this much money is making more than me. It's not fair. Oh, I made 20 burgers today. I need more money.
No, but you would rather pay that person more to keep him working for you rather than pay somebody the same and the other person produced 5 burgers instead of the 10 burgers. He said, let's say you pay a certain amount of with 100 viewers. You think you grow to 1,000 viewers, the pay should also increase. I mean, it depends. If you find value in your cameraman, right? Like, if you feel like your cameraman is irreplaceable and you just kind of have, like, he just knows how you like everything, then yeah, I would say you should give him more of a rate, more money or whatever, right? But now if you think like, he's kind of like half-assing it, or I could find somebody better or this and that, then nah, you should stick to the same shit.
Not what it is. So I don't like how these fucking, this cameraman shit, y'all trying to diss niggas, but it's like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like, niggas that work for me, bro, as a cameraman, you live a beautiful life. You travel the world, you meet the coolest people in the world. Like, every nigga that ever worked for me will tell you that. You can't say that you don't. Niggas travel the world, see shit that you ain't even, you know what I mean? Just because you ain't getting paid a fucking $100,000 or whatever the fuck niggas expecting, that don't mean a nigga ain't spending damn near that much.
I feel like he should lay out the cost of everything too, though. You know what I mean? Like, yo, just like he said, bro. I mean, honestly, if you're a cameraman and shit and you're talking about all the shit, you might as well just fucking say how much you get paid, bro. Like, say how much you get paid. Say if your food is getting paid for. Say if your B&B is getting paid for. Say it all. Say it all. If you're gonna come out and complain about it, just come out with the facts, and that's it. Then let the public decide whether you're bitching or not. He said, I think his old cameraman thought he would blow up. I mean, I always say, chat, Ed, if we're talking about Ed, right? I thought it was stupid of him to leave thinking that he could do his own thing. And he can still do it, right? Like, I don't want to say he can't do it, but the time that he left was just not the smartest. He left during the time where DDG, you know, respectfully, was at his lowest. He wasn't really getting that much viewers. He didn't have the hype that he once did, you know, when the whole Wendy saga shit was going on. So it was kind of like, bro, you're leaving at a time where a lot of his fan base, you know, where you're probably going to get a lot of the viewers from him. You're going to get a very small percentage of that now because he's already if the main guy isn't getting 30, 50, 60, 70,000 views, right? And now only getting about like 3,000 to 5,000 views per stream. You were never going to get that to begin with. You're going to get a small portion of that. That's why when Johnny left, it made sense, bro. It made sense. Johnny left at the highest pinnacle of DDG's career. And not only that, he was also there with Evelyn and Wendy, right? They had all the hype in the world. So much so that they made him a character. You know, so it made sense. But Ed doing it, he just left at a wrong time, bro. Maybe, I don't know. At the end of the day, though, if he didn't really like doing it and he didn't want to do it anymore, he still made the right choice. He said DDG also spends a lot of money on his segments. These cameras don't. He said, don't see all the overhead, just the income. That is true as well.
Flying niggas across the world, putting niggas in nice-ass hotels, Airbnbs, feeding niggas. Boy, I'm a great boss. Nigga, I feed my cameraman, y'all. All this shit online where we be joking and shit like cameraman don't eat. No, niggas, if we go to Steak 48, you think I'm going to tell my cameraman to go to In-N-Out? No, nigga, get a Wagyu. Fuck it. I'm rich as hell. Nigga, but I'm not finna go above and beyond paying a motherfucker just because I'm making more money.
He said, like, Ed doesn't pull the views. I was checking out his stream. His viewers in total is literally like 23. The most he gets views, so there's no point in him leaving. Man, yeah, maybe. I mean, it has to do with the fact that, like I said, he just left. He left at the wrong time, in my opinion, bro. It just didn't make sense. But if that's not what he wanted to do, and he really wanted to just pursue his own shit, then, I mean, that's on him, right?
It makes no sense. This is a business. That's not how businesses work. Just because you're an individual doesn't mean that I don't operate like a business. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, DDG's not wrong, chap. He's not wrong. I agree with him. I just think that there is also other sides where you can look at it as well. Like, for actually, wait, let me pause this real quick. A perfect example actually would be Speed's cameraman, right? Speed's cameraman wasn't only his cameraman. This dude was behind the production. He, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but also even innovated when it came to the whole IRL shit. Now, I don't know how Speed pays him. I don't know if he has a percentage. I don't know. But obviously, he gets paid very, very fucking good because he has not decided to leave. And at this point now, I don't even think that he even, is the person recording Speed now. I think he's the one just managing everybody, like the whole team around him when it comes to production. So like I said, right, like it really just depends. Obviously, I don't think Speed would want to lose him since he adds so much values to his stream. People may not see it, directly from him being there, not being a character or whatever, but, behind the scenes, I'm sure he does a lot of work. He said, you're going to react to Flames telling you to shut the fuck up? I already did, bro. I reacted to that shit yesterday. You didn't see the clips? You didn't see the clips I posted? He said, if he would have stayed until Streamer U, he would have had more of a chance to do his own thing. Yeah, 100%. I believe that that's true. He said, I'm excited for that Cameraman bootcamp DDG trying to do. Wait, is he actually? Wait, what is DDG trying to do, a bootcamp shit? How do I sign up for that shit, chat? I ain't gonna lie. I would just do it for the fucks and giggles. DDG Cameraman bootcamp. He said the cameraman that DDG hired for Streaming U is going viral on TikTok for being a trash cameraman. I know. He said, DDG announced he's hosting a cameraman tryouts with the winner earning a contract as his official cameraman.
Cameraman tryout. I have this flyer made. Cameraman tryouts. Ladies, get you a nigga with clean nails. It hasn't been posted yet. I will be doing cameraman tryouts, right?
Oh shit, sorry.
This will be content, but this is not your time to shine. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm dropping real apps. This ain't finna be no bullshit. Real application. I need to know everything about you. It's a real application, okay? It's not just, oh, I'm gonna pull up and meet DDG. No, you will be escorted immediately from the property. Immediately.
Yo, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I want to do this. I want to apply to be DDG's cameraman. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, even if I got the job, I think it would be really hard for me to do it, just because I already have a platform, and then on top of that, I do have a family, and I know he likes to just be in and out or whatever. But shit, depending on the amount of money, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to fucking do it. But I think it would be funny, low key. I would love to do it just because, like, truly, I do think that I could be one of the best cameramans there is. Like, even when I'm outside, chat, like, I just know, chat. I don't know how to explain it, bro, but like, I've always loved the whole David Dobrik style of, you know, recording and shit. I've always been into the cameras or whatever. So I feel like I kind of have an idea, right? Like, obviously, you know, I'm in front of the camera as well or whatever, but he said, but that's 24 hours, Chris, literally no breaks, no nothing. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, I'm not going to be, he said, bro, trying to do the Johnny method. Hey, if I was trying to do the Johnny method, that ain't the Johnny method. I'm not even going to say what the Johnny method is. He said, you was trying to beef with me, security, get him out. Hey, even if he does do that shit, fuck it. I think that'll be funny. Like he said, there's still content at the end of the day.
Okay? Secondly,
I feel like he's going to have a contract, though, where you're not allowed to do streaming or, you know, other shit on the side.
it's a real job. Afterwards, you will be hired. If you're ass at any moment, you will go home. It's not about being tech savvy with the camera. Like, I would like for you to know how to use the camera. Obviously, an operated camera, boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. But I'm at a point now where at the end of this tryout, we going contract. We're going to contract. Like, we're not doing the bullshit, bro. We're going contract. Plain and simple.
He said, we're going contract. You sound like you're going to cry, bro.
Like,
I mean, chat, bro, being a cameraman ain't that fucking difficult, okay? You know what it is? And you know what? I feel DDG on this shit too, though. You want to know why? Because it is hard to find a good cameraman, bro. Not anybody, some people think that, like, oh, all it is just doing this, right? But the thing about it is, chat, is a lot of people, when they are being a cameraman, they get fucking bored of it. And then next thing you know, they go from a good shot to a bad shot. And then you got to correct them on how to record. I've done this multiple times, right? Obviously, the people that I've had as a cameraman, they weren't actual cameraman. They were just doing it as a favor, which, cool. You know, but, okay, another thing as well, right? Let's just say somebody's right here, or let's just say DDG's right here, and he's talking to this person, right? You want to focus on him, right? Like, your eyes, chat, your eyes, if you want to be a good cameraman, have to be your screen, okay? Whatever your camera is looking at, that's what your eyes is. And you got to be able, and you got to also think to yourself, okay, my eyes is what the streams is looking at. So you need to make sure it's catching everything. DDG speaking, cool. The other guy speaking, all right, switch. Now switch back to DDG. Or go back and get a long shot of both of them talking together, right? You want to have them both centered in the middle. You don't want to just have somebody like how I am right now, all the way to the left, right? Because it's like, what the fuck? Then now you have this, you see all this right here, chat? You see all of this right here? That's empty space. What the fuck is that? Like, it's a lot of shit that goes on that people don't think. And like he said, it's not all just technical. Like, a lot of people, you know, can be very tech savvy. They know how the ISO works. They know how, you know, focusing works. They know everything about the camera, but they don't really know how to shoot.